I'm trying to like hurry up things. Like I had my meeting set up so that I'd have all the time to come here, and it's like, come on,
Yes, it
people.
is.
I'm trying to
Well,
get to my
actually,
friends. Hey, Bubba.
it's okay because
It's very strong
I got
coffee,
something to show
Jobo.
you guys.
What did
My
Joe
coffee's
say?
black.
I showed everybody. I showed everybody already, but I'll show you guys what happened. Okay, I'm going to show you my Facebook stream. Okay, let me share my Facebook because when you see these things, you're going to be like, "What?" First off, I'm sharing it. Okay.
Oh yeah, those
That
hailstones. Oh my gosh, did you see those 5-6 inches?
hailstones. They were right near you. I said, "Holy cow! They could have just knocked you right out." I was like, "Holy mackerel!"
Well, I told you what
that's 5 to
happened
6
here.
inches.
You know that broke
Yeah,
out
I told
windows
you what.
too.
Yeah, we had here in Northern California, we had, I think it was last week, maybe the week before, we had big hailstones come down.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, it
yeah.
was crazy.
That's
We've never had
that's
hail like
maddening.
that before.
They've never had tornadoes or anything like this. This is their first time of ever having it. A friend of mine lives up in there.
That's what we need to look for. That's what
Oh
Jesus
yeah,
said.
don't worry. Look at this. Wait till you see this. This is what I showed everybody. What happened? All the damage.
Oh my word. Oh my word.
Yeah, a friend of mine sent me. You know, she says I was watching the news and they sent this on my news feed. I wanted you to see it. I said, okay. So there's that. Let me get off of that. And then I showed everybody this. Look at this. NASA camera appears to capture a biblical angel in space. You know, the wheels in the eye.
Those could be AI.
Now, I don't know, maybe, but here's something else that's not AI. These crocodiles can climb into trees. They climb into low trees and ambush anybody or anything that comes near the water.
That I've never seen before. That I would think would be AI.
But it's not. It's not, because I already asked. I looked it up, and sure enough.
Well, and
if the crocodiles are jumping into the trees, I'm out.
Well, they're climbing the trees.
The freaking fourth seal, the beasts of the earth. I mean, we don't even know what kind of insanity these animals are going to turn into.
Yeah, that's going to be
because
crazy.
After these famines and stuff, not only are the humans, those left behind, and the inhabitants of the earth going to be hungry, but the animals are too.
Yes, exactly. So they'll be going after us. But
we'll be gone. They'll be going after. They'll be going after those people that lovingly, that, you know, when the Christians are on the street corners going, "Hey, Jesus loves you," and they're like, "I don't want to hear about your Jesus." That's who they're hunting.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
And I hate to say it, but if you've ever said that, good luck.
Right.
Good luck with the crocodiles in the trees. You guys didn't want to hear about Jesus, so now this is
well,
what
it's bad
you get.
enough when the birds fall out of the trees in Florida, like you guys were talking about.
Yeah. Oh, it was the iguanas.
Oh, the iguanas. That's right. The falling iguanas.
It gets so cold.
Lizard inbound.
Yeah, my friend got hit on the head of one. She's like, "Ow!" I said, "What happened?"
You know,
she was on the phone with me. She's like, "I just got hit by an iguana."
I am now starting to rethink my choice to join this live, because now I'm worried about what earth is going to fall on me.
Oh, wait till you see this one.
If I start having dreams,
you got nothing to fear.
I haven't showed everybody this one yet, and Bay, you're in charge of this one. Why?
What did I do?
You're gonna love this. Hold on, I'm bringing it up.
I'm with you guys on Rick too. He's kind of cuckoo.
Look at this.
We love him, but he's nuts.
Start your business.
Hold on.
Oh, I need to do taxes.
Good thing we did.
Commercials.
Like
no taxes.
H&R Block serves a.
There you go. Look at this. It's Kilauea. It's going off.
Kilauea. Kilauea is bigger than that.
Has been raised from watch to
Kilauea is
and the
always
aviation color
going
code
off.
from orange to red. as episode 43 and the
Always.
ongoing summit eruption intensified before noon on Tuesday.
Well, look at that.
I was a
That's
little
madness.
girl,
Tephra
and the
fallout
fountain
into
was
football-sized pieces and small
5 times the
is
height of
being
that.
reported
That's crazy because they say if
conditions.
you listen to it,
Episode 43 began at 9:17 Tuesday morning, and lava fountains from both the north and south ends grew to 1,000 feet or over 300 meters high. Due to the light and variable winds, voluminous tephra from the eruption is spreading to the north.
that's madness. They're cutting off all the roads so no one will drive through. And do you hear that?
You can't drive through. You can't drive through there. Where it's erupting is a crater, and there are no roads there because they would be covered in lava. So there are no roads. There are no roads where it is.
Knock the camera down.
They might be reducing traffic. They might be reducing traffic going up to the volcanic observatory, because sometimes the air is too poisonous. Because a part of when you have an active volcano, there's a lot of sulfur. So people like me, I can't. When I go up there, I have to bring like every asthma medication known to man, because I'm allergic to the sulfur. But it's out there and it stinks. It smells like rotten eggs. But you see it all over the rocks. The rocks are bright yellow. I mean, as a scientific thing, it's utterly fascinating. It's totally beautiful. So where you see that going off, there is a caldera, which is like a sunken in bowl into the lava. This bowl fluctuates. And it depends on what the lava is doing underneath to where it is. So when I was in 5th grade, we did what's called the Crater Rim Run, where we actually went in. It was safe at the time. There was the lava wasn't close to it, and we got to do the entire rim. We walked around the entire rim. So we were picking up things like Pele's hair and Pele's tears, which are really when the fountain shoots up and the wind blows against the lava and it just stretches it out, it makes fine fibers and they look like hair. So of course they think that it's Pele's hair. Pele is not real. Disclaimer, people, Pele is not real. That is a demon. And the tears are just the pieces of the lava that have where it blew off of the fountain, and it's like the end heavy piece. And it does like if you're a layperson, you'd look at it and you'd be like, wow, yeah, these look like tears. Or if you're a child, it looks like tears. But it's all scientific. Like there is a scientific reason for all of it. But that whole area, there is no there. The observatory is close because of course they have to observe the volcano going. But there are no houses there. There are no roads close by. I mean, it is a vast wasteland over there.
So here we go. I'm gonna throw you all down the rabbit's hole because I bet you're gonna love this.
If it has anything to do with something jumping out of another tree, I might have to do it.
My friend in Oregon said that every time a volcano goes off, God's making more room in Sheol.
Oh wow!
Oh,
now think about this, because when the ring of fire goes off in the 6th seal, in Revelation 6:12-17, when the islands move out of place, and because think about it, because 1/4 of the earth is getting ready to, you know what I mean? They're going to die. So I mean,
yeah,
wow.
right.
I don't know. It's just a conjecture,
that.
but it's kind of wild. I'm like, that would be crazy town.
The moment I put up the earthquake, thing that I always put up. And then just before I came on, I came up and it says updated and more came on. And I'm like, this is madness. But Bay and Bubba's going to be part of this because Iran said that they're going to shoot. What was it towards California, Bubba? Do you remember?
Well, CBS or ABC or one of those crazy fake news people said that Iran has the technology and whatnot to send drones from ships hanging off the California coast, Pacific coast. It's possible, but I wouldn't think it would be Iran. I think it would be China because they've been redoing their ships for years and they've got all those missile and
Or
And
North
there's no way
Korea.
America would let any Iranian ship close to our shore. But here's the thing: like, has anybody seen Iran has the money for tons of missiles. However, they lack the missiles they're buying lack the technology. They suck. Did you see? There's a video clip of one zooming around like a firecracker and then going straight to the ground. I mean,
Yeah.
their stuff just does not know what it is. Like they're
I'm
using
like,
the
that's a
Acme
missile?
product.
What the heck is that?
Yeah.
Don't
They're
laugh.
using the
even
Acme
that
product.
even that school that got hit, I believe it was an Iranian one that went haywire because you could
Yeah.
see it. Yeah.
Yep,
But
that's the
I
one.
mean,
That's
yeah.
the one. And it's just, and I'm sorry,
But we
they
don't. The U.S.
just,
doesn't have any air defense. All of our air defense is everywhere else but here.
Right.
well, I am on. So my husband is an ex-Marine,
Oh,
who
nice.
worked on this coast, and he was guarding nuclear weapons on this side,
Oh.
and in San Diego and in Alameda, and there's so we have defenses on this coast, more than people even know about.
Oh, good. Well, I
Yeah,
hope
like
so.
we're not going to be taken out. We're not going to be taken out by anybody. There is nothing that they can actually do. What I think is, like, I agree, Bubba. It's if there is any type of attack, it's going to be China, because the Chinese
China.
ships could hide. Yeah, they could hide
Russia,
themselves
yeah.
more
When you
easily.
think about it, Russia's
Yeah.
right close next to Alaska.
That's half
Right,
of
so
that's
we're-
half of China's navy that they've taken old fishing vessels and have turned them into missile launching, containers that can be loaded. I mean, yeah. So, but I don't think we're going to see it till I think it'll happen after we're out of here. But on the flip side, that would be a Crazy Town false flag scenario once again, like a Pearl Harbor, like we would. I mean, in a weird way. Yeah, I don't know. That would be you know what I mean? Chaos. That's what they want.
It would. Well, that they knew about
and I can see them launching it.
Pearl Harbor.
Because it would bring about
absolutely.
peace and safety. They would say, you need this digital ID so we can track you and know you.
Well, okay, so everybody should know that when Pearl Harbor was hit, our government, back in the days,
said there's 20,000 air defense systems. Holy moly!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we're covered. Like, think of it like this, people. Since this has already been in our discussion in the comments, we have Stark Industry Technologies. Iran has Acme products. So
no, I know. It's like Roadrunner.
Exactly. But the biggest problem, I think, right now is that Iran is dying to hit us. They have been for years.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
They're dying to kick our butts, and I'm they're welcome to it. I've checked my calendar. I'm available. Go ahead, do it, because that just means we're out of here. I really feel like there's going to be a small attack before we're gone, because it's going to be.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't had one yet, honestly.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, you got North Korea. They're saying they can get a missile over here. You got China. You got Russia. That's all over towards your coast.
But that's all Gog.
Side, we don't really have much of anything except for Iran, but they can't shoot over this way.
No.
But they do have.
No, but that's all.
They do have Venezuela and Cuba, which they're trying to take over that. So they do have those things that can hit here.
You want to know something jacked up? Iran can't hit the United States with missiles, but Israel can.
Yes.
Yep.
They've got nuclear weapons that cover the entire United States. They can hit. I'm like, oh man.
No, Israel. I mean, I love it. I think it's hysterical if you take a step back and you think about it, how small Israel is, how much land there is around the world.
It's the size of New Jersey.
Yes, everybody is bitching to have this small little piece of property that God had said, nope, y'all can't have it. This belongs to me and my people. And it's the land of milk and honey, right? They're prospering no matter what anybody does. but yet they're all fighting for this tiny little itsy bitty place. When you compare it to the rest of Europe, is the one that has the best military, the best weapons, the best defense. I think it's hysterical. Like God has, like they are the ultimate road runner in this scenario. I love it.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Dirty Bombs, old man Gib. He mentioned that. That's another. Yeah, that's another nasty that you can't detect.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't think the only nuclear scenario we see in the entire Bible, it's found in Ezekiel 39 verse 6, where the fire will come down on those who live in the isles, those who live carelessly in the isles, those who think they're safe but they're not.
Right.
But in all those people you listed, all those countries you listed, Barbara, do you realize those are all those that are part of the GOG team?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's gonna be
like
crazy.
I mean this is so down to like this is just the perfect plan. Do you all remember last year? I mean, I think we all watch Repo Man. We all watch, his Day of Equal Parts, because it is the only thing that Jesus said, right? That a day has 12. Is there not 12 hours in a day? And I think it's funny that there's only one day in the entire year that there really is 12 hours in the day and 12 hours in the night. And it came out of Jesus's mouth, and it happens to be the head of the year. It happens to be the day.
Is that the
first
17th?
Day.
Is that the
20th,
21st?
That's the 17th.
Yes. No, it's the 17th.
17th. Okay, and I'm telling you, man, that's such a big convergence. The brand new year, the brand new Shemitah cycle, the brand new Jubilee, the whole. There's something very important. There's something very big about it. Yes. If we're here still April 1st, I will be very surprised. Let's put it that way. We're that close.
I'll be super shocked because I've been harassing Mike from Repo Man for years now. And Bubba, did you see the video that I made with you? Did you actually happen to see that?
I don't know. I don't remember. My mind's so full of war now. Hold on.
I know, and it's not even great. I was just playing around with it. But I made a Joy Team News with Bubba as my news anchor, and it even says your thing. It even says that the Bubba News, like it's cute, but it was just this like little video I made just to include you in my little war on the Watchmen, since that seems to be my job, to run around and harass the Watchmen. But Repo Man, I've been watching the last 3 years with him. This will be the third year. The very first year that it happened, I thought it has to be like everything seems to be right. We should be like this is true. And I went out to my grandson's baseball game, fully expecting I expected to be out of my clothes. Like I made sure everything was clean. I took a pin with a cross on it, and I pinned it to my bra so that, because I knew like we'd be out of our clothes, so that they would know the clothes that this person wore was a Christian. Like I mean, I was like fully ready to go. And then it didn't happen, and I was so sad. The next year I still had those same feelings, this really strong feeling that we were going to go, it was going to happen. And then it was even more so. And I thought, in reflecting back, I thought, why did I think last year was it? There's so many more things going on this year than there was before. This definitely has to be it. And then here we are a year later. This is now the third year of me watching this day, and it is insane the differences in the world that is going on. And I had been complaining to the Holy Spirit, and I can call it that lightly because, I was being a whiny little baby, and why did it not happen? And then it hit me when I was doing that, and it was like, the Lord likes threes. He seemed to make me focus in on the state for a reason. And I thought, what if this is the third time's the charm? This could be it. And with everything that's coming up, with everything that Brother John and Brother Ronnie have found, and it is just, I am floored. Like, I don't think there could be anything more like Bubba's saying, every time we turn around, there's something new. Isn't that like labor, where there is no rest in between message and in between news cycles? There's just,
but have you seen the wars like this in the past years? No. Have you seen all the earthquakes and volcanoes and everything going up like this all those years? No.
Nope.
This is the first time it's been blowing up, Earth-wise, wars-wise. I mean, when you think about it. Bubba's got something.
if we're still here
Yeah.
past that time frame, then I believe we are going to see Psalm 83 war.
Yep.
And then we will see Damascus fall.
Right.
But, and I've been studying this too. I'm also looking at the May 30, 31 time frame, because that's the 15th of the third month. So it's the 153.
Oh.
So I'm watching that one as well. Because then, if we're still here and let's say Damascus is the last prophecy right around that time frame, and we go up as Damascus began the church, it ends with us going with Damascus around that time frame. That would give about 2 months for these enemies of Israel, the Gog Magog, to want to go to war, to do it. Yeah. Because it won't take them long, because they've been preparing for years already. We watch the news. We see Turkey. We see Russia. We see Algeria. We see. We see Morocco.
Don't you think it's funny? Okay, so Iran and the Middle East against Iran has been going on for centuries. Like that's not surprising. But don't you think it's funny that the new person up to the plate who's joined this whole conflict is now Turkey, where Damascus is?
Right. Yep. I saw.
And there's something to it, because the king of the north comes from the Assyrian Empire, and the Assyrian Empire was all of Assyria into Iraq, back into the whole, like, where it all began, the Fertile Crescent up there to Turkey. It's like, oh man. So now we see all these players like Turkey, like you said. Oh boy, yeah, this is crazy town.
This is fantastic. I'm so happy. I can't even tell you. Like I'm sitting there like I went and I disconnected my subscriptions to like Cinemax and BritBox, and I turned them all off. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be here, so let's just shut it all down.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so crazy how everything, and now come to find out, China and Russia are both very angry that America started hitting Iran, and they're like, they're going to start sending missiles and all this other stuff at them, and so that they can hit us and Israel. And I'm like, we're going to be gone. Just think of it that way. We're just going to be gone. That's it. This is our last rodeo, as my father used to say. This is our last rodeo. There's no way we can go beyond August, because remember what I said, August 12th. For 7 seconds, from what NASA now is saying, and everybody else is saying, that there won't be any gravity for 7 seconds. So I'm like,
which is very interesting.
Right. When you think about it, it's
he wants you to repeat that about the 7 seconds of no gravity.
What?
Yeah, at August 12th, they said that NASA and everybody else is warning everyone on August 12th for 7 seconds. I think it's around noon. I'm not sure.
So the Earth's going to stop for 7 seconds?
For 7 seconds, there's not going to be any gravity at all.
So the Earth's going to stop?
Right. No gravity. None at all. And then...
So does God know about this? Asking for a friend.
Right.
Like,
imagine though. I mean, everything going up, the animals, the people, the cars. I don't even know if the houses will be going up. Because it's
that doesn't make sense.
No, but that's what they said.
But they're so full of it anyway, so okay.
Yeah. But it wasn't just NASA. It was a whole bunch of other scientists who are saying the exact same thing.
They're the ones that think the Big Bang still happened. So I'm like, whatever, dude. Whatever, you numbnuts. Seriously.
If I hear one more that the Earth is flat, seriously, come on.
Yeah,
so, first of all, I come from a rock in the middle of the frickin' Pacific. Okay, I think I happen to know a few things. Let me tell you what I know. When you're in a boat and you're going around, there is a curvature to the Earth.
Mhm.
You can see it. It's there. How about those people who fly airplanes? If the Earth was flat, don't you think they'd see it from up there? Don't you think if they flew to a certain area, they'd have to like flip over like a cassette tape?
Or fall down.
Like, come on, people. Like, come on. And here's the biggest one. If all the other planets that we can actually see in the sky, Venus, Mars, and sometimes, Mercury, if we can look at them through a telescope and we can see a round planet, why would our planet be flat?
All right, that's another
What do
question
you think?
I have.
Like, come on, like, do you guys think that God just sat there and said, "Gee, I don't know on the shape."
You know what? I'm
going to
make theirs totally different. Right.
Yeah, like, no. These people are going to be so bad and awful. I'm just going to give them a flat planet. I'm not even going to try.
And one of my favorites for the evolutionists is, why then do some of the planets' moons spin opposite? If it was if it was flung out by an accident, they should all spin the same direction. It's just that's just one of many things. Do you know what I mean?
And how about how on earth are we going around the sun if we're flat?
And I've even gone down the whole rabbit trail back in 2020, 2021, and I finally came. But here's my thing: those that believe in the flat Earth, that's the hill that they die on. That becomes like their new gospel. And I'm like, really? Seriously, that's all they want to talk. It always comes up, and you're like, whatever. I always say, you know what? None of us are going to know for sure until we get high enough to see. So give it a rest.
A friend of mine thinks the Earth is flat. I said, okay, I'm going to give you a little analogy here. He goes, all right.
But they have their points too, and I've seen it. I mean, I get it.
I said, now, if it's flat, first off,
I still believe round. Yeah.
How do we go on a boat all the way on the Earth without falling off?
That's why they have the ice wall, remember, to keep you from falling over.
That ice wall is supposed to keep us in, so we don't go over the ice wall. And apparently,
here's my question: if the Earth was flat and that ice wall is preventing us from going over the edge, then how did Job see ice walls in Saudi Arabia after the flood?
Exactly. Yeah. Not only that, but they say over the ice wall are giants. And I'm like,
because we all know that there was like an ice age too. Because after the flood, there was so much to this Earth's destruction. There was an ice age. There was how it moved and carved through, like the Midwest, how it pushed down into the Appalachians, and that's what. Yeah. I mean, that's why they find woolly mammoths in Antarctica eating grass.
Yeah.
It wasn't nice before.
Like, where are you coming up with this stuff? Really? Do you sit in school all day and think maybe the Earth is flat and just believe it that way?
Yes, Sally, we move on.
Oh, good. Yeah, we're getting off of this. We're going to get off of this rock. Let's put it that way. But yeah, Bigfoot. I like that one. Bigfoot would drag them through the. Yeah. They were saying something. Oh, where was it? Come on. It wasn't. Was it China? I think it was China that opened up a new portal. I'm like, well, good. Go jump in, because I'm just gonna stay right here till the rapture comes. Just stay right there. So crazy. Oh yeah, I heard from Steven, by the way. If everybody doesn't know,
is he okay? And his mom okay?
Yeah. Okay. His mom has dementia. And she's done.
That's right, Admiral Byrd. Sorry, I was being commented. That's awesome.
She's okay. She's okay. She's fine, but she's got to go into nursing home for a little bit. But she's been. I don't know if he'll let me do this. I'm going to say. I'm sure.
No, but I heard about it last night, so I was praying for his mom.
Yeah. His mom went into the hospital, into the emergency, and
something hard or something, and
yeah.
I'm like, man, there's so many people that we see in all these things. Look at all these attacks, spiritual and physical, in these final days, everywhere.
Yes, it's been crazy. When I came
Satan
on
knows
here,
he can't have us, but he knows he can try to discourage us and take away that joy.
Exactly, because when I came on here, a few minutes later, my StreamYard went black. I'm like,
That was a drone.
okay.
That was a drone incoming.
There's a drone. There's nothing going on. We are all making it up. Everything is fine. We are just being hyperactive, ADD, schizophrenic. What else can we throw off on our things? Yeah.
We're just nuts. That's all. We're just crazy. It's just, you know, like my sign up here says angels are at war. Why? Because they're trying to fight our attacks that we're getting off. You know, and we're going, it's just been, I've been crazy. I knew there was a big storm coming. Why? Because both my legs and wrists and my ankles were wrapped. And I was in pain. I mean, serious pain. I had my cane with me for like 3 days. And my son's like, what is wrong? I said, I don't know, but I know there's a big storm coming. Sure enough, when it hit here in Tennessee, our hails, they're only as small as a grape, but it was hitting hard. You could hear it hitting the roof. And the wind was 60 miles per hour. Now, remember, we had an ice storm in January. So the trees are still falling down. And they're still down. There's no way you can get them down because some of them are on the very top, but broken on top. There's no way unless you got the whole thing down. And it was blowing all the trees all over the place. I was like, holy cow, here it comes. Now wait, get this one. This is how great weather is. 5 minutes later, it stopped. Nothing. All we had was a little bit of rain. That was it. And then after a half hour, gone. Completely gone. First we had a tornado warning, then we had nothing. And yet we had 60-mile-per-hour winds in 5 minutes, and hail and rain. I mean, we're talking monsoon rain coming down, and then nothing. I'm like, well, here we go again. It's just Tennessee. No, it's not just Tennessee, because I've never seen Illinois, Indiana have tornadoes ever. I've never, ever. Snowstorms, yes. Tornadoes and thunderstorms that are that crazy, no.
Oh yeah,
that was freaky. And you saw how big those the ones I showed you, the hail looked like. They looked like softballs. And here's another one. I told everybody about this that you all weren't listening. Listen, it's called a blue dragon that's in the ocean. But the Texas coast, the beach is getting covered with them. They don't know why, because they never come up on the coast. They come up on California or in Hawaii, but not Texas. And all of a sudden, they're on Texas sands, and they're like, don't touch them because their sting's worse than a jellyfish sting. So the animals are now coming up from underneath the deep. You know, we talked about the oarfish, you know, doomsday fish coming up. We're talking about blue dragons coming up, and they don't go up on that sand over there. It's like, if you didn't believe in Jesus Christ and the prophecies, you'd be like, what's going on?
This entire earth is changing. It's all getting ready.
In a heartbeat.
It's so wild that watching this earth getting prepared for tribulation. It's all
so crazy. It's just nuts. I mean, you would never think in your entire life that this would be going on. You know, wars, rumors of wars, nations against nation, kingdoms against kingdom, famine, pestilence.
These are just the beginning.
Yeah. It's just, you sit there and you're like, yeah, and how could you not believe there's not a God? I had someone say there's no God. I'm like, really? Then where's all this happening for? For a show or something? Give me a break. I don't know. It's just been nuts.
Yeah, and I was looking into the hail thing too, and I was doing a study there in Revelation 16 a couple of years back, how big those hailstones would be. The 100-pound hailstones. And the largest they've ever found is basically the size of a football, either in Iowa or Illinois, and it was just under 2 pounds.
I remember there was I remember hearing about it, that it was as big as a football.
And just under 2 pounds. And I was doing the research into how big a 100-pound plus hailstone would be. And the information that came back from research was approximately 19 feet in diameter, almost as high as a 2-story home. So when the Bible says that every island at the end in the last judgment, the last bowl is going to be no more and every mountain is going to be flattened, there's a reason this whole earth is going to be totally remodeled.
It's gone. It's just gone. Just gone. I mean, there's
just
not
think
gonna
about
be
how big those hailstones are going to be for this earthquake to help bring down these mountains. But when you research and read the wording of those hailstones, it indicates that these hailstones are actually directed towards the inhabitants of the earth, like direct missiles towards each evil person.
Each part. Wow. That's crazy town. That's
love it.
mad.
I love it. I am so excited. I have checked
Like
my
a personal
schedule.
judgment drone for that person. Boom.
Wow.
You know, it's funny. My friends and I were joking about like little fun technological things you could do. You remember in Star Wars where Luke Skywalker was practicing with his lightsaber, and there's that little ball that would shoot little lasers at him. So, like, wouldn't that be funny if that's what was chasing you down the street, but it was like laser targeted to you, like, no matter where you went?
Hey, don't shoot me!
Because the only thing you can do is come after you. You know, so I mean, it is the things. It's not just these physical signs we're seeing around the world. There has been a spiritual change ever since 2020. There has been this like countdown thing. Every year it has gotten worse and worse and worse. And
there's been certain days or periods of time where we can literally feel like another shift. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's almost like when the attack went off that Friday night, February 28th into the Saturday morning with Iran. It's just like, whoa, it just got darker again.
Yes. It is like we are standing on a platform that physically shifts, like we are being turned. And we are all like, you know, it's like in one of those pinball machines, right? The dial turns and eventually you turn to the side that's open where the candy can escape when you put a little quarter in it. Like that's what it feels like. Like we're getting turned towards that part where we get to slide down and escape and be with Jesus. And I just cannot wait. I mean, I think there is. It was very telling about 2 years ago when there was an actual movie in the theaters about deliverance. You know, and I know not everyone believes in deliverance. Jesus believed in deliverance because he did it. But it, you know, that's neither here nor there. But when else have you seen? You know, I remember going to see Son of God in the theater. And I was so excited because this Jesus, the man who played Jesus, was just this beautiful smile on his face. And I was like, yes, I cannot wait to see this. This is going to be great. I took my son and his then little young girlfriend. He was only like 13. This is the one that's currently sick. He was only 13. And this was his first girlfriend. It was adorable. They went to go to a movie, but her parents would not allow her to go unless there was an adult present. So I was there and I got to go to my own movie. I got to see it. I was so excited. And I was sitting in the theater thinking, there is Jesus on the big screen. Like, do you know how big this is? And this was what, 12, 13 years ago? Like, I am looking at Jesus on the big, like, I'm like, this is amazing. This is great. But what has happened in the last few years? We've had that movie about deliverance, The Chosen. This whole story of Jesus has been playing out in the theaters.
Yes.
And I don't care what
it's
people
a whole
say
different Jesus.
Everybody's
a whole different Jesus.
It's at least, and here's like, I know people are caught up. Oh, Mormons are in it. I hate to tell y'all, everybody's involved in it. Mormons were involved in making it. Catholics were involved in making it. Jews were involved in making it. But focus on the main part here. There's Jesus is a big TV series phenomenon. His life is a big phenomenon. Jesus is.
And God can use anything for His glory to bring someone to Him. Yep.
Exactly. Like this is
even if it's dark and there's demonic people behind it, God will still use it for His glory.
Yeah.
Every single time.
I know. Every time somebody says that, I'm like, think about Pharaoh.
And your point
Pharaoh,
is,
did Pharaoh not worship other gods that we all know are fake? Was he not the most awful person on the earth? But God still used him for His will, did He not? So but and this Jesus, my favorite part is in the second season where they're all they've met. He met the woman at the well. She invites him to come to stay at her house. That they open the door and there's this very ornery guy there, and he's like, "I have rooms for all of you, but one of it is haunted." And they're all standing out there. And, like it's hysterical. They walk in and he's like, one of them is haunted by my dead grandmother, and Jesus goes, "Ooh, I'll take that one." And I'm sitting there dying laughing. Like
that's hilarious.
Now, I know, and I love my stoic Jesus. Like, come on, I've always felt like that, but he was also human, and I think that's what this series does. Does it play him a little more relaxed? Probably. They're trying to make him relatable to us. But what I love that the series shows is what his life was like. I finally understand why he was angry at the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and what the real issue was. All this time I just thought, oh, they're bad people. Well, they're not. They loved the law more than they loved God.
Yes.
That was their adultery. Yeah, see, I didn't understand that before, but watching the series taught me that. I learned so many things about the Jewish customs, their tassels, their Shabbat. I mean, I think it's beautiful. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And now, am I going to, lay all of my truth on this TV series? No. I'm going to open my Bible, I'm going to read it, and I'm going to say, oh, well, they took a little liberty, but that's fine. They've brought me some understanding. And maybe when we're sitting with Jesus and hanging out with him, we can sit there and laugh about, do you remember when we watched the show about you and how they gave you this personality? Jesus could be funnier in real life, in actuality, than we are all capable of believing. We don't have the capacity to even know, and I can't wait to see what he's like, because I know he's got a sense of humor, because I cannot have survived my life. There are things that have happened to me where I'm sitting there going, God, are you kidding me? Like, really? Like, I've learned to be so sarcastic because of the things that happened. Is now I'm like, I'm not surprised. Lord, I already know you're gonna try my patience, so I'm just gonna expect it. I will be ready for it.
Yeah.
God has a sense of humor.
Well, come on, look at the ostrich. Yeah, look at he made that. I'm sorry.
Look at the platypus. You cannot tell me that God is a super serious guy. Who on earth makes a little fuzzy creature like a beaver with a duck bill and a big fat tail? You cannot tell me that God was not cracking up laughing, and he's gonna be like, Michael, Gabriel, come here, look at this thing I made, and like, come on, God is hysterical, and I love that about him.
All these crazy things, you're like, where the heck?
And you know what, too?
Think that?
You know what, too? Does anybody notice their prayers are answered faster?
Yes.
And I'll give you a really, I'll give you a really good example.
Gosh. Have you guys not noticed yet? Have you guys? Okay, hold on. Have you guys not noticed yet? God lately is putting into us, preparing us for what's coming. Because you just nailed it. Yes. Because what you just said is a millennial, an actual millennial thing that happens in the millennial period. The Bible tells us that prayers will be instant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me give you my testimony. Yeah. I don't leave my house. I'm busy. I've got this 90-pound big fat marshmallow baby here. Yeah, I personally, I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for the Lord to come pick me up. I am a kid with my backpack on. I am sitting on the curb for my Jesus to come pick me up and take me to Disneyland, and I'm going to stay there until he comes. I don't have any reason to go shopping. I order everything that I need, or my husband gets it, or my son gets it. I'm fine. I actually had to go down to the post office to get the mail for my son. Something was he has a concealed carry permit. He is actually licensed. Sweet. Yeah, my boy is a redneck. He's got a
redneck.
He's not really. It's my version of it. I think it's hysterical. I love the fact that my son is very masculine. He's very much into his own protection, and I hate to say it, but in this world right now, you need it. But he is the son of a Marine and an ex-cop, so he has got a biometric safe that all of the weapons are in. He went and collected my husband's piece. See, he collected my husband's piece. He collected. We had a gun given to us. It was his ex-partner's service piece when he was in. Because it was my husband's partner when he passed away. He collected all that, put everything in the safe, put the extra ammunition in the safe. My husband has rounds. What are they called? They're called, Bubba might know. They're called cop killers, hollow points. He still has hollow points that he bought, back when it was legal. So my son, he did the responsible thing. He put them all away, but he also went and got, which I loved. When he was young, we had them in two separate locations. The guns were in one location, and the magazines and bullets were in a locked separate location.
Oh wow!
Because, look at who my son is. Like, you see, he's already gun happy here. So we made sure that he couldn't do some stupid little kid, come look at this service piece my dad has, and then end up someone gets hurt because their kid's checking out a weapon. I love that he's very cautious about what he does. He has a locked gun when they go to the range. He has this locked case that the gun gets transported in pieces. Like, he's very safe, but he wanted a concealed carry permit. So we've done everything we could to help him get one. And there was something coming in the mail for it. So I had to go down and pick it up. I get there and there's this lady there was a long line. And because where we are, the passport section is off the hook. There's like 20 people in line, and I looked up and I was like, and I'm silently, I'm like,
Black Talon.
Lord, I was like, Lord, is there anything you can do about this line? I cannot stand here this whole time. Like I gotta get out of here. 2 seconds later, this lady goes, "Does anybody else here just picking up mail?" And I'm like, me, hold on. And then so I give it to her, and I'm waiting, and I can see her in the back walking back and forth, and I'm thinking she is not very enthusiastic about her job. And then she comes back, she's like, "Yeah, no, I can't see it. I can't see anything. Your carrier probably has it." And I'm like, "No, my carrier does not have it. My carrier is lazy. They will not walk anything up the stairs to my home, which is why I had it brought here. They've never given it to her, and I specifically requested they leave it here." And she's like, "Nope, it's not back there." And I was like, I almost wanted to go, dude, can you go back there and look with your eyes open? But I didn't. I walked out, and as soon as I walked out, I'm like, "Lord, what am I going to do? I've got to get this mail today. I can't come back tomorrow." As soon as I say that, the side door opens, and there's a lady there, and I'm like, "Hey, do you think you could grab my mail for me?" And she goes, "Yeah, sure. Give me your address." Right, like as soon as I walked out, just after they said they don't find my mail anywhere. Sure enough, she walks out 2 minutes later with my mail. It didn't have what my son was looking for, but there it was. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, Lord, that's like several prayers. Like these little silly prayers that you just answered. And then I'm thinking, I look at the clock and I see the time and I'm like, I got to hurry. My husband's going to get home. It's going to become a thing that I'm gone and that the dog was out there by herself. And sure enough, I get a ping on my phone that shows my husband's already home, has already taken the dog out. And that by the time I get home, he would be at the gym working out, and I wouldn't have to deal with him when I first got home. I mean, it was just insane, the things that were happening that would normally throw my life into a crisis. And it was just boom, answer. And, I got a notice. I had closed an account that had fraud on it and completely forgot that the HOA for our rental property, it was on there, my father-in-law's rental property. So we got sent a notice that said, hey, this, the account was closed and you're now late. And normally that would, because it's my father, belongs to my husband's father, he would be off the hook angry and livid. And he actually was just like, "Can you pay this?" And I was sitting there blinking my eyes going, "Who are you? And where's my husband? Because this is not normal. This is not normal." Like, he did the whole, what happened? Why wasn't it paid? What he did that normal thing. And I got all nervous and I asked a couple of our sisters to pray. Like, "Can you just please pray that this man settles down? Because if he goes, like, I don't have the patience. I'm waiting. I am on the curb with my backpack, waiting for Jesus to come pick me up for Disneyland. I don't have time for this. This is just off, not in my wheelhouse." And sure enough, by the time he got back from the gym, it was all good. He's like, "Did you pay it? Okay, yeah, all right, fine. Did you set it back up for auto pay?" "Yes, I did." "All right, well, it's fine." And he dropped it. Like, I am still blown away.
Yeah. You want to hear how blown away everything is? I said, I told everybody at the beginning, I said, okay, Stephen won't be here. I explained why. Scott won't be here. I explained why. I said, Bay's probably doing something with her boss, so she might not be on. I don't know if Bubba would come on, but I sent them a link. And I said, so, and Cindy Ray couldn't make it, so it's just going to be me. So if you can deal with just me, we'll be good, because I got a lot of stuff. So I started doing it. Then my StreamYard started going fluky and making it black. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And everybody's like, yeah, everything's refreshing. John's like, everything's refreshing. I don't know. It's StreamYard.
I love Freedom Seeds.
Yeah.
40.
Oh gosh.
So
I'm trying to catch up in comments. I haven't been able to look at. Hey, my
But I
little
have in my
E.
pocket a Civil War
Like,
3
Deidre.
ringer bullet.
wow.
Oh, that is cool. See, it's a dude thing. Boys like guns.
Yeah,
I
40.
love. I've been firing them since I was 8. For my dad felt like I needed to learn how to fire a 22. It's a very common, like, whether you're shooting deer
Yeah.
or anything, like you need to know how to work a weapon. And when my kids were young, we used to take them to the range to teach them how to actually properly fire a weapon and how to treat it with respect. You know, but I've learned, because I had 3 boys. It's a dude thing. I have learned to sit back and say certain things you just got to let go. At first, I was like, why does this kid need a concealed carry permit? He's going to get himself in trouble, because he's going to sit there and go, oh, you want to fight?
Nice.
And he's going to flash his little gun. And I'm going to be like, no, I'm going to have, I'm going to need bail. I'm going to need a bail fund for this kid if he actually gets this. But after a while, I prayed about it, and I was like, Lord, I don't want him to put himself in danger. But then I realized, I don't know, the Holy Spirit just imparted it in my heart to let this happen, let him have it. And it's just another thing that I had to put on and just trust the Lord for. Trust God to take care of him. And this is the boy that they found the tumor in his head. And we're still, for those who want an update, they're still waiting to see what it is in his head or in his brain. He has a neurology appointment at the end of the month, because they're still collecting. He had a few MRIs done over the years, so they're collecting all of the reports and all of the images. The reports are ready right away. It's the imaging that needs to go through the system, because they're all different healthcare systems. And then he has an appointment at the end of the month with a neurologist.
Well, that's a good thing, though. But then again, we won't be here.
I don't think we'll be here. I don't think he's ever going to go to that appointment. I do not think that.
He's just going to be completely healed, and we're going to go up, and we'll be just perfectly fine. And as in weapons,
yes.
I'm like Sir Edward and I are the same way. I know how to shoot a bow and arrow. So if you need something done with a bow and arrow, I can do that.
Brother Brett from God's Land Down Under is an archery expert. And so we're going to get an archery class together.
I never knew that.
Yes. He I got to know him on Repo Man's channel on his Discord. And he's a brother who's so laid back, and he's had a whole bunch of things on his plate. I have him in some of my videos as sort of a sidekick or a partner for Repo Man. I have a video that Repo Man calls Brett down in Australia, and is like complaining that I've put glitter everywhere and he can't get rid of it, and that he needs his help to come and lock the place down because I keep breaking in. And it's I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. I think it's hysterical.
I swear that is you all the way.
Well, it started as just here. If Repo Man has technical difficulties, it's because I messed with his controls. It's not him. He's a genius. He's good at what he does. It's me, playing pranks, being mischievous and causing chaos in in the secret broadcast cave. And then I started talking more and more with Brett and getting to know him. And I'm like, he's got such a great warm personality, and so I'd throw him in there, and he would start, like sharing it with his channel. And I'm like, well, that's cool. Well, let me make a few videos with him. So on my channel, you will see playlists, and it has their names. Mike from, Reaper Man 64. All the videos that he's in will be on that playlist. The same for God's Land Down Under and Steven and poor Brother Derek. I've been picking on Brother Derek a lot these last few months, but it's just because I get more ideas because I'm in the chats, because of all of you, because I'm in the chats constantly, and it helps me think of little things to say or do. Like all Steven said was he was a fellowship junkie, and that started a whole new song.
Yeah.
Derek showed up on our Christmas show with a Santa ball cap.
Yeah.
That started its own song, but in parallel, he also went and sang a version of "Mama Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys," except he calls them Tennessee Cowboys, and then that started the Tennessee Cowboy song that I put. It is now available on all the music platforms. If you listen to a music platform, you can Google Agent Bay, and you'll see 2 songs up there already. I've already put out "Hi, I'm Steven, and I'm a Fellowship Junkie," and the Tennessee Cowboy song. And I'm trying. I always have good intentions. I'm trying to get more songs released, and so that they're there, because I do have a lot. It's just you have to have like a little album cover. Huh?
Did you ever do that donkey I told you about with Derek? Did you see the video?
I haven't seen it. I have not seen it yet.
It's hilarious. It's funny as heck. I think wasn't
it
on Bible study, I think.
It was on Bible study with Derek, you said, towards the end. If anybody has seen it and knows how to timestamp it and send it to me, I would greatly appreciate it. But it is absolutely, I love when they do stuff like that. He is so yes. Because some of the questions that he gets asked is so serious. And it was part of what sparked the whole idea to do the little jingle for Not Everyone Loves Derek. Because the show that he does, if you think about it in small terms, it's kind of like the early days radio show, right? A lot of people are like on Rumble. A lot of people don't watch; they listen to him, and so it got me thinking of those old jingles that they play on the radio. And so I was up at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And and I literally created it. I fine-tuned it, and then I threw it in an email, and I sent it to Derek, and I was like, "Hey, I'm sleep deprived, and I'm delirious, and hey, I made this. Can you listen?" And I just sent it to him, and he thought it was hysterical. He and I love the fact that he for a long time he thought he was waiting. He was waiting for a question to so that he could use Not Everyone Loves Derek. But it's it was hysterical. It is everything that Derek is, right? These long-winded preacher, and it was funny because when I was working the lyrics, and I remembered him saying, like, "I'm gonna land this plane." So I was like, "Oh, that would be so cool to have that in there," right? Some say Derek land that plane, but he's still in point number 3. It's absolutely funny, and I love the fact that he uses it. I absolutely love the fact that he uses it.
Yeah, he does. Whenever somebody evil comes on, he's like, "Well, let me play Everybody Doesn't Love Derek," and he starts playing the music. I'm like, "Here we go."
I'm about to send him some others to try to do, but it's like I even came up with a song for unanswered questions. Just a very short intro thing for him, just to have. I've done his backgrounds. A lot of times it's just I'll be doing something and I'll be like, that'd be great if they could have that. I've sent backgrounds to you. I've sent backgrounds to Steven. Just wherever, because I have a program that I get so many credits to be able to make more, and it was about to turn the new like the month where it would refill it. So if I didn't use them, I was going to lose it. So I was like, let me make a whole bunch of things. If they don't need them, they don't need them. But at least I've tried, you know?
Wow.
Okay, so I bet you Bubba's looking it up. British troops were just attacked by Iranian suicide drones. Is that what you're looking up, Bubba?
No,
But
I was
I
just
also
seeing the
got
newest with the Israel that just came out. Israel shows brand new footage of them moving into southern Lebanon on the ground, and the comments, the quotations from the military leaders is the land we're taking in Lebanon, we're not giving back.
Wow.
Yes.
And this
I
is all
love it.
prophesied. It's coming. So
This is
Well, here's
great.
this one.
and this is gonna
I've
tick
got
them
one
off.
for you right here. Here's this one. I just got a news report that a suspect dead after shooting, vehicle ramming incident at synagogue. So in other words, someone rammed their car or something into the synagogue, and they had a rifle and was about ready to have a shootout with security, but they killed him instead. But still yet, I mean, when you look at this, you see the cars galore lined all the way up. And I'm like, who's brazen to that? I mean, there's like, these are all police cars. There's like about 50 police cars here.
Yeah.
Right, but if you think about it, since World War II, did any of us ever think there would be anti-Semitism ever again after the Holocaust? I never thought I would ever see it again. I mean, you have more people standing up for Black Lives Matter than you do about anti-Semitism. I never thought I would see anti-Semitism.
None of
ever
us really
again.
did until October 7th. Then that whole spirit of demonic I mean, it's like once October 7th happened, every person's already hidden away agenda, whether they hate them or love them, then just came forth.
And
you saw everybody jumping on the bandwagon of hating Israel. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was what, 3 years ago now?
October 7th, 2023. Yep. It'll be 2.5 years in April.
Wow.
Again, look at all we're coming up to. I mean, look at all these convergences. Oh.
It's just
if you think about it, the 3rd year anniversary will be how many days after
the 3rd year anniversary? Very well could be the time frame of the 7-year tribulation beginning this fall.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that was exactly what I was thinking.
So we have to get out way before then, because everything it's kind of like walking up steps. You're just to the very top. Right now we're on to I would say the 2nd step before the top. That's what I'm going to say.
And of the wars, I don't think we're going to see them big time, the big ones. Because I think that our harpazo is holding them back. And once we leave, then they're going to go nuts.
Right. Exactly.
And Jesus specifically alluded to the springtime. Do you remember that?
And there's something always big about the whole first fruits thing scenario too. I mean, because we are a first fruits, and why not? I mean, there's something very magical about all these dates that's coming up like never before. I'm like, all right, we're coming down to the wire now.
We are.
Anybody can start throwing mud against the wall and say the Lord's return on that day, and they're going to get it right because we're getting that close.
I know. Doesn't it feel like we're all waiting to go to Disneyland? Like, are you not that excited right now?
It's like, how many more days do we leave for vacation? 7. How many more nights is that? How many more sleeps?
Cutting down the minutes instead of the days.
Bubba said it. How many more sleeps do we have here?
Oh no!
I'm like, God, I am your child. I am waiting outside for you to come pick me up. Please hurry. Like, if you're not here, I'll go back in the house and I'll sleep, but I'm coming right back out first thing in the morning to wait for you.
So tell me.
I'm still looking for the verse, but Chuck Missler and Hal Lindsey have talked about this, but there's a verse that indicates that Jesus is actually longing to come get us.
Yeah.
And I've got to find it.
That's beautiful.
I remember that. Because I said, do you actually think Jesus is just sitting down, relaxing? I've always said, Jesus is pacing back and forth up in heaven. He's not just sitting. He's pacing
Bill
back
Salas
and forth.
mentioned that when Bill Salas said that Chuck Missler had said that, and I forget the verse, but yeah, Jesus is longing to get us, coming to get us. Bill Salas just was tearing up in his eyes and his teeth were chattering and just like, man, Jesus is more excited to come get us than we are going to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we can't understand that kind of God love.
Yeah, it's unconditional.
In our human bodies.
This is just great. I'm so excited.
I feel like Jesus is like on a leash, like a puppy, and God's holding him back. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Go get him. Well, that's what I do with my dog because my husband trained her like a police dog. So, there's times where he'll just release her and then he'll give her the command and she'll just take off. It's like, please, yes. Like, can you please come get us? I am so waiting. And when I was talking to Sister Cindy yesterday, and we were again talking about our animals and how I really believe that when we hear that trumpet to call us to go meet Jesus in the clouds, the angels will have their own command to come and get your pets. They're not coming to meet us in this clouds. They will go straight to heaven. But I fully believe it.
Let me make sure. I gotta look up that verse now. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that. 37. I love
it. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm looking forward to.
Oh, dude, that's such a cool section right there. The Matthew 23, 37 to 39. That's the last thing Jesus told. That's the last thing Jesus said before he gave his Olivet discourse. And he basically told the Jews, like, Matthew, you've had your chance. You've had your chance. You won't see me again until you say, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord.
Amen. I cannot wait to see Jesus.
And the Jews are going to cry out. That's why Zechariah 12. I mean, this is part of the something that has to happen for Jesus to return at the second coming is that the Jews have to be in such a position they plead back for their Lord to save them. And that's when Jesus breaks through the clouds with us at the second coming. Save us now. All right. Finally, you guys have been spanked into submission for 7 years. I'm on my way.
Yeah. I love it. Spanked into submission. That is hysterical.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. This is just
seriously
the
7-year tribulations for the salvation of the Jewish nation.
You know what is funny too? When I first learned about the rapture in the 80s, what was told to me, was Jesus is coming. We have to be ready. I didn't know about all of this other stuff that's connected to it, and the understanding has just exploded. In these last, if you want to say, in the last 7 years.
Look
but
at
it
the
has
last
just
year
been,
alone.
I
the
know.
explosion in our mindset, how the Holy Spirit's opening our minds. The scriptures are just jumping off the pages. That's why all the prophecies sealed, Daniel 12:4, 12:9 are being revealed.
I love it. I mean,
We're watching it now. We're watching right in front of our eyes. That's what gets me. I'm like, go on.
God is so amazing. He is just. I know we have complained and we have been so we've been crybabies. Let's all admit it. Why didn't you come last year, Jesus? Why didn't you come the year before, Jesus? And what about this and that we thought about? And I don't think that any of that was
that is of us.
I know isn't it though?
Because aren't we glad that Jesus waited for us?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we want Jesus now, but
yes.
That person who comes to Jesus, they're going to be so grateful that he waited for them.
I know. I mean, we've all got to start. We got to start squishing over. Everybody on the ark is probably shoulder to shoulder. Just come on, shuffle around, people. Make a little more room. We've got maybe a few more people on there, and that has been my prayer. That the Lord will hurry up and reach, because this is His will, right? We want His perfect will. We've got to wait for it, and that is probably the most humbling thing for us. And I think now, it's finally this last few months, it's not just humbling, but it's exciting. It's exciting to say, I'm letting this go. I am no longer going to be like, you have to show up on this date because it looks perfect on this person's timeline. It's just, I can see you moving. So I'm gonna let go of my little balloon I was holding on, and I'm just gonna sit here and wait. I know you will come at the perfect time, and we will be in the perfect place. Like Bubba, you're gonna laugh. I told Barbara, I was like, there's times where I was like, I don't know if I want to go shower, because what happens if the trumpet blows and I'm in the shower? I do not want to be flying, in my underpants. Like,
when it goes, I started laughing. I'm like, are you serious?
I never even thought about that.
Is it
Whether
sad
you're
that
in
I
the
do?
shower or fully dressed, you're still gonna be butt naked.
Right. But when we go, we will have our heavenly clothing on. The Lord is not going to take us immodestly.
No.
And
Right.
if you think, and
we're going to be transformed before we hit the clouds, basically, because if any higher in our human body, we wouldn't be able to breathe.
Right.
Well, and when I talked to Barbara about it, it was kind of my little passive, hey, I'm kind of scared about this, and but I'm not going to tell the whole world that I don't want to be caught in my underpants and being flying up in the sky. And we talked about it, and I was like, okay, I have some peace on it. And then I started thinking about it and like really contemplating it. And it's like, the Lord has really put it on my heart to want to learn about Jewish customs, not to worship them, but to understand Jesus and his life, and what happened in the in the New Testament. What was his life like? What we know that he had Passover. What does that entail? Like I've been loving what I've been learning, and so I was like, okay, if the Lord set up the 613 laws to make sure that you stayed pure, so that God could be in your life, and he has all of these modesty rules, would he not, why would he take the time to have all of these modesty rules and then be like, oh, did you just go into the outhouse? Yeah, let me blow that trumpet right now.
You
the
just
Lord's
want to
not
make
gonna
sure
do
you
that
don't
to
have
us.
brown stains in your shorts. That's all, Agent Barry.
That's what I just put in.
Is that what that person? That was me. I actually make sure we. Oh, good grief! Thanks, Gib. You've given me another thing to have a panic attack about.
Here's the other thing. What if we're transformed in that split second, but we enjoy the ride up?
I was thinking about that too. So I had this. I am scared
because
of
the
heights.
transformation is split second.
Yes.
It doesn't indicate that we transport.
We zoom up. Right. We're not. I think there's going to be a witness. Like they're going to see us go. I know some people said, "Oh, they're not going to see us go."
They're not.
But
the second coming. Well, here's why. You want to know why? Check out how Jesus went up. Check out how Jesus went up. Luke 24, 50 to 53, and Acts 1, 9 to 11. Only believers saw him go up.
Yeah.
Also, this. Oh.
Only believers saw Jesus.
That's
after the resurrection. Only Jesus. Otherwise, why didn't any of the centurions grab him? Oh, he's still alive. They didn't see him. They weren't believers.
That's right.
That's why it says he was seen by only 500 and something. Not 5 million, 5,000.
Right.
No, it's really cool. This is why I believe only we are going to enjoy it. They're not going to notice because the rapture they're not going to be watching us go up because the harpazo is going to be the first judgment to this planet.
No, when God calls,
that makes sense.
But the second coming, every eye will see.
We get to ride horses.
Yes.
I'm so
In
excited.
1914, we come back on white horses. Yep.
I cannot wait to be on my horse. Like I always have this vision of myself on a horse on Jesus's left side in the back, and
I'm just
like,
cloud 27.
Yes,
Deidre.
let's go.
Yeah.
Cloud, are they going to be numbered?
I'll be on 27 where lots of hugs are, so feel free to come on over.
I'll come on over. I'm going to be on 17. That's my favorite.
We're
all you music lovers.
Well, I mean, that's a great question, Jobo. I mean, the only indication we have looking at that too is like the Exodus with the mountain.
Good point.
Because that's when the first trumpet was blown. That's when and our harpazo's the last trumpet.
Right.
Now Moses came down from the mountain at the first trumpet. Moses is going to come down from Mount Zion in heaven at the second trumpet, at the last trumpet for the two witnesses. There's so many cool things. Check it out, because Elijah went up in the chariot. He's coming back down too. I don't know. Anyway, it's all exciting.
Well, the two witnesses have to be Enoch and Elijah. I know that everybody is saying that it's going to be, or Moses has to be one of them, but I'll tell you why it's not Moses, because Moses sinned before he died. He took Enoch because Enoch was righteous, and Elijah because Elijah had not sinned, and those are the only two that are living. Those are going to be our two
I
witnesses.
used to think the same
In
thing,
my
but we've
opinion-
got a major problem because Enoch was not a Jew.
Right.
Interesting, but you know what? Neither. Well, I am a Jew, but there's a lot of people who aren't.
And check it out.
And we're all going?
There's two people in the Old Testament that have unfulfilled ministries.
Who?
It's such a cool study. Seriously, it's really neat.
I love this. I love this learning. Tell us.
It's Moses and Elijah. And when we read in Revelation 11 verses 5 and 6, there's two miracles that Moses did here on earth during the plagues, and there's two miracles that Elijah did here on earth during the plagues. And there's a reason why it was Moses and Elijah at the Mount of Transfiguration. These people knew them.
The fire.
It was like an initial briefing, like, no, guys, it's not your time yet.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it is so amazing. All of these hidden details.
I'm just saying, do your study. And there's a lot of people that still believe it, but no, I'm 100%. I'm confident. Yeah, just in my studies. But yeah, no, if you believe in the Enoch, right on. I don't care. This is what I've learned.
Well, no,
because I used to think the same thing. Because it's appointed unto man wants to die, and after that, the judgment. Well, Enoch hasn't died yet, so he has to die. Well, we have a problem with that because I'm not going to die in the hard pots, and neither are you guys. So.
Yep.
That's
actually a very good point.
It's like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very good point. But that's why we have these discussions, because I just have opinions. I have an opinion, and if my opinion's wrong, then I will happily.
No, it's not wrong. We're all learning. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. We're all still learning.
Right, because does it matter to us who the actual?
No, in the eternity,
doesn't matter to us at all.
I know, right? That's why it's like people make their hills on the stupidest thing, and I'm like, okay, whatever, it's all good.
Well, let me tell you something that I overheard, and everybody, all the watchmen have said it.
Like, I love it. Yeah.
It's do you know why we can't go up in our human form?
Because it's flawed and it's sinful.
We would burn up right then and there. The minute the spirit took us out, we can't stay. We can't go real slowly. You can't go slowly because you're burning and you're going to suffer in pain. That's why it's got to be in the twinkling of an eye. Boom. So you don't feel the pain or the suffering of when you change.
There's comments.
Doesn't that freak you out?
Heavenly barbecue. Heavenly barbecue.
Oh.
Bring the fattened calf.
I would like to really not be barbecued.
11:24. Huh?
What?
I said I would really like to not be barbecued.
No. You would be barbecued. Yes, you would feel.
I don't want to be barbecued. That's why I accepted Jesus.
A friend of mine.
Jobo, that's another great question, dude. Seriously, because the dead in Christ rise first, but we meet the dead in the clouds and meet the Lord in the air. So I mean, we're going to be going up with our loved ones. How cool is that?
That's what I was going to tell you. So I am desperately. I am afraid of heights. Can I function, get things done? Absolutely. I have rappelled. I have done rope bridges. I've rappelled down 200-foot cliffs. Like I will do what I need to do to get things done, but I am still afraid of heights. So I was telling the Holy Spirit, I'm like, you got to help me out here, because I was like, you either need to have the angel let me face inward so I could just hide my face and not look.
I don't want the
window
seat. I want the aisle.
so Memorial Weekend 2 years ago, I have this extremely vivid dream of all of us flying up. In my peripheral vision, I can see others flying up, and it felt like there was an angel behind me lifting me up. But at the moment I was conscious enough to say, Holy Spirit, I'm not afraid. Like this is, God is doing this to give me confirmation that I am not going to be afraid, because I was like, I want to be able to look down and go, I want to see what the earth looks like, because they'll say when the bombs go, come down, we go up. I'm like, I want to check it out. Like, can I check it out when we're going? But if I look down, I'm going to be scared. And so that dream, it was so vivid It
Well,
wasn't funny. I remember feeling the wind on my face. It was so vivid. But I at least knew like that was God's confirmation to me that however it is that we go, whatever
and check
the
it
structure.
out how Jesus went up. He went up slowly, and he was pouring out blessings on his disciples as he was going up. John, thank you so much. Peter, and they have their eyes, he's pouring out these blessings on them of just affirmations and encouragement, and they're just soaking it up, and they hear his voice go, and they're like, what? as he's still
That is
blessing
so
them,
funny.
moving up out of sight. I mean,
That's really cool, though. I mean, remember, we're not going to have wings, but we'll be able to fly up. You know what I mean? We won't see, our body is keeping us down here. Our flesh is keeping us down to the ground. Once our spirit comes out of our body, we will be bigger. We won't be small like we are. We're going to be a whole lot
with
bigger.
the tractor beam.
And we're going to be flying up because our spirit will not be in jail, as I call it. It's a jail cell. Your flesh is a jail cell. It's keeping you to the ground. But if once you're gone, your whole body has to let loose and up. So think of it that way.
I am super excited. I am very
There's no
excited.
doubt our guardian angels will be there with us.
Yeah.
I believe so. That is
There's
what
no
I
doubt.
felt when it was happening. That is what I felt. I felt that there was an angel behind me lifting me up. Now, it's not like I felt his hands or anything, but it was like in that peripheral when I was looking around and seeing others flying up at the same time. And the funny thing is, like, we weren't in a straight line. We were all like on different levels coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were all just being pulled, at different times. But I
at the
saw.
second coming, all of heaven's going to be emptied. Every single angel is following behind us.
Yep. To fight the
It's gonna be
Every
great.
single angel in heaven.
I cannot wait to fight besides the angels that have been saving me, protecting me, and doing
Yeah.
God's will for me. I'm like, dudes, like I came from a military background. Dudes, I will be by your side. I'm gonna be gung ho. I'm gonna have a war face. A big war face. I'm gonna be ready to kick some demonic tail when I'm like, I'm ready to do this. I am so excited.
What I'm so excited about is that you get to stomp on the enemy's head. That's what it says. You stomp on the enemy's head. I'm going to stomp on that enemy so hard, he's going to be like, ow, 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 ow. Oh, make sure, girl, it hurts really bad. This is for this. This is for this. This is for this.
We might need some of those rewards in heavens, the jewels that we have saved up. Y'all might need to, like, we need to talk about a gift for our guardian angels who have had to put up with us for so long. My guardian angels, like that one that they show that's like depressed and slunk over. Like, is this woman doing this again? Like, are you serious? Like, come on.
Oh, mine too. Mine's like, oh, for pit's sake, Barb, please stop it.
If my guardian angel could swear, he would definitely be saying that. Oh, for F's sake.
Yeah.
What's this woman doing? Come on. Father, I need to file a report.
Mine would probably be calling me a jackass or a dumbass the whole time. I'm pretty sure I'm hearing that.
Mine's going to be like Robert Downey Jr. playing Tony Stark, saying they're complaining with God, like, well, why did you assign me to this woman? Like, seriously, do you not see what she's doing? Like, do you not see how crazy this woman is?
Oh yeah, that's fun, isn't it? I'd be afraid to be it. I don't want to be a guardian angel to anybody now. if I was going to be one.
There is some. The funny part is we're all excited about all these little things in the Bible that we've heard, we've read before. But I think it's fascinating, like, especially having like, Bubba, I really appreciate you throwing these scriptures my way, because I'm learning so much. I feel like I have read, when I was a child, I used to read the New Testament over and over and over. Like I knew it all. But what was it, 4 or 5 years ago? I bought a Bible, an audiobook, and I'm listening to it going, I don't remember that. Like, wait a minute, I don't remember that happening. It
Yeah.
was crazy. And I'm sitting there, how could I have forgotten? How could I have forgotten that Jesus said something or that something important happened? Like, it blew my mind. I'm like, but I studied this so thoroughly. How did I not notice this? There is so much of that now going on. Like, I take the standpoint of I step back and I let those who have a better grasp on specific scriptures go ahead, go ahead and speak, go ahead and teach. That's the only reason I don't do teaching on mine, because I feel like some of the watchmen are just, they're born for it, so I'm like, I will be just over here in the corner, in the Sunday school area, telling everybody that God loves us. Like, I can do that part.
Well, and even Matthew 28:19, the last thing Jesus told his disciples is to go and to make disciples. And the Greek wording is mathemateo. It means to become a studied learner. And part of our job is not only to help win others to the Lord Jesus Christ, but to help encourage others and to help strengthen each other and to help teach. And because we all have something to learn. You know what I mean? Like, we all have puzzle pieces to each other's life that God's like, hey, pick this up from this person. Here's something over here. Here's a nugget from this person.
Exactly. I love it. I love that we all can be who we are. Like, I sometimes struggle to understand the Bible if I was just to read it. I'm one of those people that have to sit there and with my concordance and the dictionary and different things to be like, I want to fully understand what's being said. I actually just bought a complete Jewish study Bible. So this Bible it has Torah, Tanakh, and the New Testament, but it is the source from it was from Jewish scriptures. And when I found this Bible, I'm like, you got to be kidding! Like, I really want to learn. It's a little more difficult to study from because you have to know the Jewish words, but it's just fascinating. It's utterly fascinating.
I love the way they changed the Bible, though. You're reading your Bible, but the Jewish meanings can be completely different from what you're reading. It'll be a whole different meaning, and you're like, wait, my Bible says blah blah blah. Just like it's like an abbreviation of a name. You get an abbreviation of a name, but in your Bible, to you it's real. But when you read it from the Jewish part, it's kind of like you're just reading the abbreviation in your Bible. What they wrote is like a whole lot more. And you're like, wait, what? Because if you don't read it from that point, then you're like, wait, all this time I thought was this, but it's actually got a whole lot more in there. That's really
I have 14 Bibles. And my husband argues and says, well, why can't you just have one? Because here's what bothered me. So I like, for studying, I prefer a more realistic, plain English translation. If I'm just going to read it and I want to generally understand it, I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to buy this one. This one's good. And then I find out, okay, no, you need to have a KJV. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll go buy one. And then I sit down with it and I'm like, I must be dyslexic because I cannot understand this. This is crazy to get adjusted to. It takes a while. It's still not perfection. And I was like, okay, well, then I'm set now, right? Because I've got my KJV and I should be good. Then I find out that they are removing scriptures from the Bible. And very interesting, the ones that they are removing is the ones that talk about deliverance.
Yeah.
Let that sink in, people. Yeah. Why would they want to hide how Jesus performed deliverance? Like, the enemy is at work, even in this Bible that we love, even his words that we study. He is still trying everything. He has messed with time so much that we don't know what time, what year it really is. He's messed with our word, so we don't even know if what we're studying is really what was written 2,000 years ago. Oh, yeah. I mean, it drives me crazy. I can't.
Not one jot, not one tittle. Oh yeah.
I've begged
We're reading the exact same Bible Jesus read. There's no doubt in my mind.
I love learning because so part of the reason I purchased this complete Jewish study Bible was because those that wrote it most likely wrote it first in the Jewish language, and then it got translated into Greek, which then got translated into what we're reading today. So I thought, okay, well, I want to read it from its source. I want to see what was so different. Like, is there anything different? Am I reading the best word I could possibly read? And as I was looking through it, I'm like, I please God, let there be like, can we go back to school when we get up in heaven? Can we please sit down with Elijah and Jeremiah and be like, can you tell me what happened when you were writing this? Like, can you teach it to us, please? Like, I'm dying to learn. I am absolutely dying to learn. I really hope that God gives us a chance to become students again when we're in heaven.
And the Old Testament is written in 3 kinds of Hebrew.
Yes.
Because the Moses Hebrew and the way he wrote it out, it looks like you're looking at Egyptian artifacts, because that's where he was trained. When you get to the writings in the Psalms, you see they start looking more like bat mittens and stuff like this, because it's David with the Phoenician style. And then it wasn't up until what's his nuts? I forget his name. Not Amos, but anyway, he's the one who did the final Hebrew that we know today. He's the one who set up the synagogues. He's the one who has the block Hebrew writing, the style that we have today. Oh, it's right there. Hold on. What's his name? Let's go to the Bible. Let's go to Old Testament. Why did I forget his name so fast?
I love this.
What was his name?
Ezra.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Ezra. The Jews love him. The Jews love Ezra. He's the best thing since sliced bread, because he's the one who came up with the block Hebrew writing that they have today, that they still use. And it's so cool because Jesus affirmed the entirety of the Old Testament, because they were always under lock and key of the priesthood. Always. Because he affirmed the law, the prophets, and the writings, the entirety of the Old Testament. And then when we get to the New Testament, every single book of the New Testament was either written by an apostle or someone who was directly related to an apostle.
Right.
Or, you know what I mean? Something like that of a ministry. It's yeah. It's really neat.
Wow. That's cool.
That is so cool. I see, these are things that I've never heard. I love hearing this.
Here, I'll throw something else. And people are like, because we have 1189 chapters, right? That was installed in like 1277 by Stephen Langton. He was the Archbishop of Canterbury. And then in 1388, I think it is. Anyway, that's when the Wycliffe English Bible came out. And then we get to 1448, and Nathan translated the Old Testament and put in, or he didn't translate the Old Testament, but Nathan in 1448 added the verses to the Old Testament. And then Robert SDN in 1555 put in the verses in the New Testament.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. So all these like chapters and verses literally came before like the 1611 KJV, you know what I mean, and stuff like that.
Wow.
But they got started with the chapters being in the Wycliffe English Bible there, and yeah, it's just neat history, cool, goofy stuff. I've always wondered that, like, when did we get the 31,103 verses or whatever? Who put those in? How did we divide them? And there's plenty of the chapters in the Bible where you read it and you can see like they didn't cut off the chapter at the right area. They should have included those previous 3 verses. We see that all the time. All the time, like, wait a minute, because when you add the last part of this last chapter, all of a sudden this new chapter makes 100% sense. Same in the book of Revelation, even. It's really neat.
The book of Revelation is no joke. I mean,
it's my favorite. Love it.
Anyways, we were all talking in the chat. I was watching the chat going on. Cindy, who else was it that had it? There's been knockings on the wall.
What's his face was talking about that before.
I had 3 knockings on my door, on my wall. 3 knockings woke me up, and I'm like, I went out and I looked at my son. He was sleeping. My daughter was sleeping. Old man can't get up, so he couldn't have done it. I'm like, what the heck is this? It woke me up, but it's been doing it every single night at 3 a.m.
See, I don't know if that's a God thing. That might be an other thing.
Oh, of course.
I've been praying on it.
Because
I see those dark things
will
out of the
tell you this-
peripheral all the time now. We see these demons around us more and more because the veil's getting thinner.
Mhm.
absolutely. I wake up
We notice
every
it.
night.
We're like, oh, come on. Yeah.
I get the worst nightmares from 3 to 6 in the morning.
Yeah. Me too. I'll wake up. And
It's
be
because
Yeah.
every watch is a certain hour, and from 3 to 6 is called the witching hour for a
Yeah, it
reason,
is.
because that's the best
Yep.
time for them
Yep.
to cast spells.
Yep.
it's just nuts. It's just creepy.
And watch that be our departure window.
That would be weird. That would be.
But is that
would
going to be
cause
is that going to be in Jewish time? Like, are we going to start
Yeah,
fading?
I would think so. Yeah.
From Israel going forward?
I've always had my rapture dream a couple years ago was we departed late on a Sunday night going into a Monday. But I
Wow.
mean, I could care less. Let's go on a Tuesday or Wednesday. My
I'm
schedule's wide
available
open.
any day. Yep, wide open.
anytime, anywhere, any day. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to make these shorts, so you have to. How many hours? I think it's 2 hours and some odd minutes before it skips over, and then you can't make a short out of it. I'm trying to make
Okay.
to make as many shorts as
Oh,
possible
no.
for everybody
Just
to.
a bird. Yeah.
Yeah,
Believe
you
it.
know.
I believe it.
So what's this?
I believe it. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
a friend of
And
mine
they
said
make
"It's a
themselves known, and I
dimension."
notice it now. I'm like,
It's a
whatever.
dimension. I'm like,
you know your time's short.
I love
Get outta
everyone's enthusiasm. Look at this.
here.
yeah.
Everybody is so excited. Like they just want
I
to
know
go.
she's kicking us out, oh man, Kim.
Oh,
She's got
you
to.
just-
Yeah, the power's shutting
just
off
heard
in a
the
couple
same.
minutes. I forgot to pay the bill. Sorry.
Dee
I
just
love
heard
it.
the same thing. Sunday into Monday.
Yep.
Oh wow.
That's
You know what?
interesting.
And
Now,
it
what
kind
is-
of really, in a weird way, made sense because it would literally shut down the entire planet at the beginning of the work week.
Right.
I was like,
So-
whoa.
Okay,
But it won't
so
just shut down the entire planet for a
interestingly-
week. It'll be at least a month or more.
Interestingly, this upcoming Sunday into Monday is the literal last day of the Jewish year 5784. That is the morning of the 16th.
That's right.
The new year
Wow.
starts the
Like I
17th.
said,
So it is. Oh my gosh! I'm getting like
You're
hair
getting
is now
goosebumps,
standing
aren't
on my arms, people.
Yep. I'm telling
I think
you.
we should do a live every day. Like
There's your short.
make it
There's your
my
short
short.
clip.
right here,
Agent May just pulled out
dude.
something. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow.
This is fantastic. I am available, Father.
Wow.
So you know what I'm going to do. So everybody, schedule all of your bills to be paid on the 17th. Put off. Go ahead and anything that you've got scheduled for Monday and Tuesday or Sunday, like put it off till after that date. Just go ahead and put it off because you're not going to need it. You won't be here. You
That's
don't need that
exactly
extra bag of dog food. You do not need to set out more water for your animals. Be packed up and ready to go when you go to bed. When you go to bed Sunday night, just know that when your eyes open, you are going to be flying. So wear something appropriate. Does anybody please tell me somebody out there reads Douglas Adams, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
No, I haven't seen it. I read it.
They did make it into a movie, but it is a book. And it is the most hysterical book on the planet. I might actually pull up this book and read it for you at some time, this very, very small section, because it's hysterical. But the principle of being a hitchhiker in the galaxy is you always have to have a towel with you to be ready. So when you guys go to sleep on Sunday nights, take a towel with you and put it next to you. And then won't that be hysterical? It'll be in the news on the next day. Everybody who vanished seemed to all have towels next to them in bed. We don't know what this
Oh no. There's a new conspiracy for the Left Behind people.
Well, why? You know what? They have messed with us so bad. Why
Oh,
can we
I
not
know,
mess
I
with them
know.
back?
Did you see what Sir Edward put? That was a very interesting.
Yeah.
Will we get the run on banks on this Friday, heading into the Trump false flag lockdown?
Who goes? He also said,
Yeah,
get,
there you
get your
go.
towel regular. Get your towel ready. God, I love you guys. You guys have such a great sense of humor.
Okay.
Where's the
Yeah,
pajamas?
On that note, because it's
Oh yeah.
57.
You gotta go. Okay.
Yeah, if I don't stop it now, we don't.
We
go
got 3
nowhere.
minutes. 3 minutes, people.
Well, actually, 2 minutes.
You better stop it. Yeah. So you don't get out. Yeah.
So that way I can get my shorts out and everything. But
All right.
if you
Love
want
you
me
all.
to- if you want me to, I can do a live tomorrow at 1:00.
Great to see
Yeah.
you.
wanna
Why don't
do
we
that?
plan on it? Sure.
Okay, 1:00 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Because then you got Derek.
Don't panic. Sir Edwards had to come to my channel, Sir Edwards, and put a comment on my channel because obviously you know what I'm talking about. But we will see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, because Saturday doing one anyway. So, all
right, everyone.
We love you. Take care.
We love you all. Bye-bye. Bye,
bless you.
Bubba.
Bye, Bubba. Thanks. If you want to come on tomorrow, you can.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.